Hey there potential JVs, thanks for checking out this demo of what is an amazing version of Pixal Evolution. Now I'm going to give you a brief overview, then I'm going to show you some different examples of what can be made with this software and explain exactly why this is something that is very cool, very easy to use and something that your customers will absolutely adore, and yourself of course. Now here we are in the dashboard for Pixal. Right here you get an overview of everything that's going on. I will explain shortly, but basically you can add banners into different campaigns and track the clicks, the impressions, the conversions. So it's also a tracking software depending on what you've created. But the main meat of this is the graphic creator. So let's go in there now. I'll show you how easy it is to create something and the different options you do have and all of the things that are included. There are literally hundreds and hundreds of different banners already built in that you can use and you can base your campaigns on, change them or use them as a basis or even start from scratch once you've got the hang of this, which is very easy to do because everything is so simple that you won't have any issues doing this, and nor will your customers. So let's crack on, get into that graphic creator. So I'll just click on that here. You can click on it in this sidebar too if you want. You've got two types of banner. You've got flat graphics, which is kind of what you're probably used to, you know, your normal banners, if that's the way to put it, and then dimension graphics. These are really cool 3D cubes and things like this. Now I will start now and just show you very quickly how easy it is to create a flat graphic. So let's do that. Go into flat graphics. Now the first thing you'll notice is the sheer amount of choice you have here. Now you can start from scratch, but I'm sure there's something in here that can match whatever campaign you're doing, and you can use it as a starting point and save valuable time. This means that you can use it, you can change the graphics, things like that, but you've got something to start with, not just a blank canvas wondering what to do next. So let's choose something from these many templates. Let's go for business. So we click on business. What happens is it filters it down and you've got just the business related banners now. As you can see, we've got all the sizes you can think of. You can change them within the software if you like, but it means you can go for whatever it is you're trying to create right now. Now let's grab one of these. What takes our fancy? Let's go for this one right here. Okay, now what you can do, you click on it, it gives you a preview to make sure it's what you want. So you click on the play button, and as you can see, it's got some very cool animations. So I like the look of that. Let's use that as a template to show you how easy this is. So we go to use template, and the first thing we have to do is choose the duration. So this is how long that animation will take to actually take place. Simple as clicking up and down on here, then we click to actually add the banner into here. Now as you can see, not all of the images are in the banner. This is very cool. If you've used any sort of top-end graphics software, then you'll know all about artboards. Basically this means that your area that you can work in is actually bigger than what people will see at the end of it. So the fact that these things are hanging off the end of the banner is actually very cool, because it means that you can put things off of the actual working area and work with them later. You'll see what I mean in a second. So I could grab this person here, pop her over there, and then just bring her back in when I actually want to use her later on. Let's pop her in there again. And let's just show you here all the things you can do. So we've got a preview button again. We've already seen that, but if you click on that, you can come back to it, see what changes you've done, that sort of thing. See how I've moved her out of there? So just wait for that to finish. I'll pop that in there. So she needs to be a bit further in like so. It's very good for checking what changes you've done. There you go. She's back to where she was now. And now what you can do is each part of this is movable and editable. So you just click on it and it will choose it and you can do what you want. Now you'll notice there's a lot of different things down the side here. They actually change relevant to whatever it is you're actually clicking on. So if it's an image, you've got the image options. If it's text, you've got the text options. Now let's start with this text here. So we can actually change whatever it says here. It's as easy as typing it in. So let's just do demo banner. Okay, it's as easy as that. You can change the font. You can change the background, the text color, the size, everything you can imagine. You can do text padding. You've got effects here as well if you wanted to. You can go in here and you can animate per character, word, sentence, whatever you want to do. Let's turn that off for now. Okay, we've got the positioning properties, and then we've got links if you wanted it to link through to something. And finally, a drop shadow. So we can use all that stuff there, make it look exactly how you want. Now this is a good point to show you exactly what this does down here. Effects for selected item. What you can do here is you can choose when you want it to pop in and when you want it to pop out. Now in this particular point you can see it appears after 2 seconds and it takes a second to get there, and then it disappears after 14 seconds and it takes a second to disappear. Our total time is 15, so that means right at the end it just disappears off. Now if we click this magic wand here, you can see there's different options for how it comes in and how it fades, how it moves, all sorts of stuff, which is very cool. So for now I would just leave that how it was. We can come in here, we can change the positionings of these, we can change when they actually appear, when they don't, just by dragging and dropping along here. We can go to the button, we can change the style of the button by clicking on here. There's so many different styles to choose from. And we can change the link and where it goes to. And then we can also add our own stuff. We can upload images here. Now we just click on there, we can upload our own images. Or this is very, very cool. We can actually click on gallery and use a lot of the different ones built into the software. So if I click on gallery and then I go to graphics, for example, then I've got all these to choose from. There's so many things in here. Let's go for speech graphics. So we click on that, and then built into the software we have all of these different options. So we can actually grab one of those, and then we can either edit this. So if I click on that just to show you what it does, you can go in here and you can change, or you can crop it, you can change the sizes, that sort of thing. Or we can come out of there, go in here, and we can just go straight from here and insert it straight away into our banner like so. Now there we go, we've got that there now. We can do all sorts of resizing, we could write some text on top of it, we can swap this around as much as we like. Now what I'll do is I'll just pop that there for the benefits of this. Then we can say we want it to appear, let's say there, and then we can preview it, press play, and you can see it appears when we want it to, okay? Right, it's as easy as that. Now we can do that. We can also insert from here. We've got text, buttons, videos, shapes, a menu, got all this sort of stuff. So I can click on here, I can go on and insert a shape, which is a circle, and it will do it right there. It has so many options, it's unbelievable what you can do with this. Now I will show you some different examples of what can be made with this and talk you through exactly what they are in just 1 second. But you can see how easy this will be to create exactly what you need to do. Now once you finish you can click publish, so we'll do that now. We'll just call that business, whatever that came up with, okay? Now what you can do here is you can edit the banner from here, you can delete it, or you can create a campaign. Now this means you can pop it into a campaign and you can see exactly how this banner performs. So we'll create a campaign, let's just call it a test for now. Create campaign, there we go, and now we've got this test campaign right here. Now what we can do now is we can click on test and it will show us all these different things here, so we can get analytics and we can use it and we can actually see how that banner is performing. Fantastic, really cool stuff. Now once you have this added in here, you can actually click it to make the banner active, and then you can either get an embed code like this where you can put it wherever you like with an iframe, an embed overlay where you can choose to put it on the page and when it happens, and then what you do is you put this in your page code and it will come over the top of any site you want, any site you've got control of, or link overlay, which is hugely powerful because basically this means I can put this banner over the top of any site I want. Now this is very powerful stuff, so let me just choose one of my sites so that I can pop it over the top of it and you can see what I mean. Now I'm not actually, let's imagine I don't own this site, this is someone else's site. I'm going to choose to pop it in the left bottom there when it loads, and I'll save that. Now what happens now is it spits out this link here. Now what I can do is I can actually throw this link on all sorts of different places, social networks, into my emails, whatever I want to do, and it will overlay this banner on top of a website that I don't have any ownership of. This is hugely powerful because you can actually take the authority from that site that you're overlaying and show it as your own. So if I just take that link now and just show you exactly what I mean, pop it in there. Now you can see I haven't added anything to this, but there's my banner just there at the bottom right there, and I can set it to autoplay whatever I like and it comes over the top of any site I like. Now if I just save that and then close it down, I can see any overlay links I've done just here by clicking on overlay links, and I can use them whenever I like. So if I click on that URL, it'll take me straight there and show me exactly what it was doing. Now if I just go back to graphic creator and I'll just show you the dimensional graphics as well, you can see we've got 3D cubes, a horizontal 3D cube, or a vertical 3D cube. Now if I click on one of these, you can see in the preview how cool this looks. Now you can imagine this on a site somewhere, this will look very, very cool. Each one can have its own link as well, so it can click through to whatever you want. If I use the template on there, it's much the same sort of thing, except now we click on here, we choose a file we want to upload, and then you add one for each side you want, add them into here and make the banner look exactly how you want, just like you did with the other ones. Let's pop back again now, graphic creator. Now if we go to flat graphics again, you can see just how many there are in here. Let's go to retail, just check out another one of these and preview it. See how cool it looks. You can see that you can use these, you can go from a template and create something very quickly, something that looks very, very smart without any of the headaches of having designers or anyone technical whatsoever. We just use the template, go in, say the duration, add it to our thing, and then we can actually change this to whatever we want. So we can add all this sort of stuff here, we can change it all, got the buy now button, we can send it to whatever link we want, we can say when we want it to appear. It's so easy but so very cool looking. Now if I just go back to the dashboard again just for a second, you can see we've also got this premium section. Now in the premium section we have even more cool banner templates with lots of different things you can do. I'm going to go through a few of these now. If I just click on this film strip one here, you can see that we can actually add these different images in here, and I'll show you exactly what it does in just a second. So let's skip over now and look at a bunch of these different ones made with the premium tools so you can see exactly what sort of thing you can create. Okay, first of all, here we have a billboard banner. This is an example of what can happen if you add it to this. Now as you can see, it's very cool. It floats down when you actually show the ad and it pops over the top of whatever you want it to. Once you click through, it goes to wherever you want, in this case the JV page. Next up we have a carousel banner. Now this has got such a cool 3D effect. You can add whatever you want to each of these sides and each one can have its own link. Now once you click through on whatever it is that is showing, it will take you to the page that you want it to. Really, really clever stuff, and it looks very, very cool. I'm sure you'll agree. Now we've got an expandable banner. Starts off nice and small, click away and it pops out. You can even add videos in like we have right here. Now if you want to collapse it, you can again. Plus you can add a link to this so that it'll take you through to wherever you want it to when they click on that actual banner. The film strip banner is another very cool looking, very professional looking banner. Now you can add different pictures onto this so that as you click it rolls up with this very cool effect, and again you can put links to wherever you want. Now don't forget you can also overlay these on anything you like. How cool would a relevant banner like this overlaid on a website of your choice be for people to see that you've got the authority? They click through and they go to your website or your offer. Very powerful stuff. Now this one is an example of a floating banner. It's there in the place there, and you can even add videos to it like we have for this particular one. Once it's clicked, it actually shows it within there and it's over the top of whatever content you want it to be. This foldable banner is one of my favourites. Now you click to see more and it comes down in a kind of concertina effect. Now this means that you're not taking up a lot of space to start with, but you can add something each time. You can think of some very clever ideas for this, and you can close it up as well if you want to. And again, click through, go wherever you want it to go. Now this is a rollover banner. Now as you can see, this is a very cool effect where you can have two different images and you can roll it vertically or horizontally, doesn't matter. And again, it clicks through to wherever you want. Very eye-catching, people will love this one. Here's another foldable banner example where you can see the sort of thing you can use this for. Now this is very eye-catching, and each one of these things goes to a different link. This means that people can click on the thing that they're interested in and go through and land on a squeeze page like in this particular example. Now as you can see, it goes to different places each time. Now using your head a little bit with this, the power, the different uses you can use for this, I'm sure your head is buzzing already with all the different things you can do. The potential for this one is amazing. You can segment your visitors into different places and they don't even have to be on your site to start with. With the special overlay method, you can send your link out, they'll be reading something they're interested to, you put your stuff over the top and then you can see exactly what they're thinking, what they're into. It's such powerful stuff. And here we have a personal favourite of mine. This one's a scratch card. Now you've got the banner there, you can actually use this, you can scratch it off like I am now, and you can have a message behind there. Now you can use this for all sorts of pretty cool things, and I'm sure you agree it's very eye-catching. And that in a nutshell is exactly what you are getting into. Now there is a lot of powerful stuff in here that I'm just not going to have time to go into in this JV demo, but I'm sure you can agree that there is so much involved in this, there is so much power and there is so much stuff that your customers can use in whatever they are getting up to. Now please check out the rest of this page. You can see all the rest of the details to do with this launch and why this is something you should be getting involved in. We know you're going to love it, we know your customers are going to love it, and we look forward to seeing you on the launch. Thanks for listening, and I will speak to you real soon.